welcome to Online Smicha. Today we'll discuss the Halacha on this week's Parsha, Parshas Pinchas. Before the Yidden enter Eretz Yisrael, Hashem says that we have to divide the land of Eretz Yisrael, giving every shevet its part. It's interesting to note that the Mefarshim say, we don't want any disputes once you enter Eretz Yisrael. Entering Eretz Yisrael has to be b'shalom b'shalva. So the Chalukas Haaretz was even before. The Geirul, in the sense, the Geirul, which shevet gets what part, should take place before you enter Eretz Yisrael. How did the Chalukah take place? The Pasuk says, Ach beGeirul yechalek es haaretz, through a lottery, you should divide the land. L'shmois mates avosim in chalu. And there's actually a debate in the Rishonim. Machlokes is how the Geirul worked. Did the Geirul work that every shevet got a fair portion of the land equally, or it all got? And they explain how the pasuk seems to say l'rav tarben nachalasi, l'ma'at tamut nachalasi. Perhaps it's not on the size of the land, or they actually divided the land based on the population of each shevet. This is machlokes. Now the Geirul itself was a Geirul, as the Gemara says, like Eretz Yisrael le'nischal ke'el beGeirul, and v'le'nischal ke'el be'urim v'tumim. There was a combination of the lottery, and the urim v'tumim. In Chassidus we know, it's always explained that Geirul in general is a form of knowledge, a form of pointing of milmayla miseichel. How, it's not something which you developed and you figure out this is the right thing to do. It's tapping into a source which is milmayla miseichel. That's the source of Geirul. Now there's an interesting halacha. We know that Geirul in Yiddishkeit is done. We find it in different places. We find it in the Avodah Yom Kippur. We find that the Kohen did the Geirul to know which one is a Sar LaAzazel and which one is Sar LaHashem. We find that the Kohenim, the Seder Avodah, who had the right to do what Avodah in the Beis Hamikdash that day, they would make a lottery, and whichever Kohen won the rights to that Avodah had the schus for that one. There is different times that we find the concept of Geirul. And Geirul played a role in different halachas. But there is a Mishnah in Masechus Shabbos, and this halacha, Siman Shin Chav Beis, in Alter Rebbe Shulchan Aruch is missing, and perhaps a lot of us didn't get a chance to learn it. We might know it from the Mishnah in Gemara. In the Mishnah in Gemara Shabbos, Perek Shleishim Vestrim, Perek Chav Gimel Shabbos, it says like this: Shabbos, if you're eating with your family, Shabbos meal, and you want to divide the portions equally. You want to give each child a right, or each member of the household a part of a decent size of the portion. So the Mishnah says like this. The Mishnah says that Meifis Adam im Banav im Bnei Baisei ala Shulchan. A person is allowed to split up the food based on a lottery. Which one, you're going to get this piece, you're going to get this piece. Whoever chooses whatever piece of paper that will, or however you're going to perform the lottery, will get this and this piece. But you can't make them into different sizes. Different sizes mean to say, whoever gets this number will get the bigger piece. Whoever gets the other number will get a smaller piece. It has to be equal sizes, and then you could just divide it based on the Geirul. But if there are Mana Gedola and Mana Ketana, it's a problem in the Hilchos Shabbos. So much so that the Halacha in Shulchan Aruch and Siman Shin Chav Beis says, Hamachalek l'bnei Beisei Manes b'Shabbos, Yochel lahatel Geirul loymar, L'mi sheyetze Geirul pleini yiyah chelik pleini. That if whoever gets this paper will get this piece of food. But v'hu sheyu achalakim shavim. This is only if the portions are equal size. Ve'ene oisel k'dei la'shvoisem shalei lahatel kina b'neim. He's doing this Geirul just that no one should pick and choose specific this small piece. They're all the same sizes, and here whoever gets this number will get this piece, and whoever gets the other number will get the other piece. Avo imachedim. But if it's not your own family, you're not allowed to do that on Shabbos. Asur. Kivon shemakpidim zeh zeh. Since the people are not necessarily getting along, they're not best of friends, Yavayu lidei mida umishko. What they'll end up doing is measuring on Shabbos, weighing in Shabbos, things that should not be done. So you cannot make even a girdle to split up equal amount of foods amongst guests. Avo litin mana gedola connected mana ktana, but to split up the food in smaller and bigger portions, and make a girdle and say whoever gets this number, whoever's name comes out of the hat, will get the bigger portion. Afilu when they beisai, even to do it with your family, ubachoil, and even if it's not on Shabbos during the week, aser mishum kuvya. Kuvya is sort of playing cards, just like we know the playing cards is not perhaps not asim in the Torah, but it's asim in the Rabbanan, because when you play cards, the one who loses, even though he sat down there and he's willing to take the risk of losing the money, but he's not happily giving it away. It's sort of being ripped away from him. So it's a form of gezel midrabanan. This type of dividing a girdle, the portions of food, when they're not equal, says the Shulchan Aruch, is a form of mesachik b'kuvya. However, v'yeshayim, there are those that say you're allowed to do it with your family, because amongst your family there is no debate. People are not fighting, so there is no measuring and there's no machlokes going on. So we see that the girdle is something you also have to be careful. You can't just say whoever picks the number, whoever's name comes out of the hat, because sometimes a girdle is something you're not allowed to do. How about making a girdle on Shabbos for other things, for divrei kedusha? So the Ber Hativ says that to make a girdle, who has the right to say Kaddish? Or who has the right to get the Aliyah? Shari. That is permitted. The Harbe Paiskim Svidale, because we find that many Paiskim bring a raya from the very fact that on Yom Kippur, the Kohen Gadol made a girdle to find out which sorry went L'chatas and which sorry went L'Azazel, which sorry went L'Hashem, which sorry went L'Azazel. So we see that it's not a problem to use a girdle for Divrei Kedusha. Yeshikoyach, and please join us again next week.